Yes, yes, yes. This is a great question. Question of the day, trader's mindset. Question of the day. What's the most effective way to break a trading plateau, right? A plateau, right? What's the best way to do more with your trading, right? To break through that ceiling in your trading. He says, I've been consistently profitable for a few months now, but I stopped seeing improvement in my trading, and I'm worried if I don't keep improving because I know I'm still missing a lot of moves each day. Boy, this is a great question. Thank you guys for sending me out all these great questions. Great question, and one with a few layers of answers. So let's roll up our sleeves and let's dig in. First of all, the fact that you're consistently profitable is a really big deal. So you should definitely be proud of yourself for that. Most traders struggle to find consistency. You know, they got that kind of roller coaster on their P&L. So you're clearly doing something correctly, or you wouldn't be able to say this. So keep doing whatever you're doing. The second thing is, have you considered just increasing your position size, maybe to earn more money that way? You know, if you're trading a liquid market, you know, no penny stocks or Bitcoin here, but if you're actually trading a liquid market, like the ones I talk about in my nightly newsletter and the ones we trade in our trade room, you should be able to keep trading the same way, but you can earn more money by simply adding another contract or two as your account grows. Now remember, never risk more than 3% of your account on any single trade. So it's going to be a little balancing act between how much you're risking per trade, what your account balance is. Basically, you grow your account balance up, add another position size, grow your account balance up, add another position, and so on and so forth. Never risking that 3% right milestone. So I always say, you know, the easiest way to earn more money is not to trade more often, but trade a bigger position size, right? That'll be the easiest way. Don't add more markets. Do not add more markets. Do not add more indicators. Do not add more time frames. Don't add more trades. Just do more with the trades you're already taking. You know, that brings me to my next suggestion, which is, you know, how do we make more of what we're already doing? You know, I don't want to trade more. Let's talk about trade management. Specifically your stop losses and your profit targets, because those are going to be two easy components. You know, I always tell my clients, focus your energy on what you can control, right? You can control when you get in and when you get out. So let's talk about trade management, stops and targets. Now, personally, I've literally helped thousands of traders do this over the years here at School of Trade. Most people use a stop loss that is at least 25, if not 50% too large. A good example would be, I know a lot of people who use a 20-tick stop loss on crude oil because for whatever reason that was what book they first read, right? But I teach my clients in our advanced classes to use limit orders. We call a limit in technique, which basically enters trades in a pullback, right? So we can use a 10-tick stop. So if you're making profit right now, you know, for an example, if you're earning consistent profit with a 15 or a 20-tick stop, could you cut that down to a 10-tick stop? Now you can keep 25 to 50% more of the money you've already got or money you've already made in the event of a stop loss. You know, bottom line is if you want to make more money, cut your losses faster so you can keep more of the money you've already made. The next aspect, which is usually the more popular, is to start managing our targets. Your targets should always be placed using two basic principles. There are two things that I want you to be thinking about when it comes to targets. One, what is the customary target for the market you're trading, right? So for example, on the euro or crude oil, right, we're talking 10 and 30, right? On a market like gold or NASDAQ, we're talking 15, right? 15 and 60, right? So what is the customary target or customary move, right? Move that happens most often in the market you're trading. The second thing is what is the objective for that market at that moment in time? Okay, two things. One, and we're talking about targets, right? Managing targets. What's customary for the market you're trading, and what is the objective at that moment in time? So, for example, the customary target for crude oil is 10 ticks and 30 ticks. Don't ask me why. I didn't make the music. I'm just here to dance to it, right? But that market loves to make a 10-tick move followed by a 30-tick move and then a nice sharp pullback. Right? Now this takes some experience, like a lot of things in trading, right? The more you know, the more you can grow. But if you're looking for a way to make more money each day, I would definitely study the market you're trading, right? Forget about adding more markets. double down on the market you're trading and find those targets that almost always seem to get hit, such as that 10-tick and 30-tick targets on a market like crude oil or the euro, right? The next aspect of your targets would be knowing where the market's objective is and leaving a portion of the trade to run, right, as a runner where the objective is. This is where you really start seeing dramatic improvement, right? Being able to read a chart. For example, I use the term objective, but what I really mean is, for example, if the bulls had control, where are they really trying to go, right? Are the bulls trying to retest the high? Are they trying to rotate to the high of a channel? Maybe they recently hit a measured move, and maybe they're trying to go back to double test that measured move. Where's the objective, right? If the bulls had it their way, where would they go? And this, again, all of this requires a little bit of experience, and we're going to build this experience together in our trade room every day, right? But again, that would be for your runner. For your runner target, right, the easiest, most effective way to get more profit per trade is think about, in a perfect scenario, where would the bulls want to go right now? It's got to be realistic, obviously. It's usually in a bull market, back to the high of day, in a bear market, right, down to the low of day, right, channel rotation, measured moves, things like that. We talk about quite a bit in our newsletter. Okay, one of the easiest ways to earn more money is to master the skill of understanding what I call the price action cycle. And you'll learn that in the intermediate class, which basically tells you where the markets want to go, and you can use that for your runner. All right? Boy, we've covered a lot here so far. Let's recap here for a moment. What's the best way to make more money? How do we break through a trading plateau? Right? It sounds like you want to trade more often, but I would recommend, right? I don't recommend trading more often. It's easier to make more money with a smaller stop loss. Look for ways to use a more advanced entry techniques, right? So smaller stop, use a more advanced entry technique, right? Such as a limit order, and cut your risk down. That way you can keep more of the money you've already made. That's the first thing. Second thing, then start thinking about your targets. Remember, when it comes to targets, every market has its own personality. So invest the time and learn the most common targets, like that 30-tick target I mentioned on crude oil. And make sure you truly understand, based on your current situation at the moment, where the market's objective is and where the buyers or sellers, what's their ideal scenario, what's their target, where do they want to go in the end, and use that as your runner. Guys, it's tempting to want to trade more often, to make more money. But one lesson I've learned the hard way over the years is that less is almost always more when it comes to the business of day trading. And the easiest way to increase your profits is having an intimate relationship with the market you're trading, being aggressive with risking less on each trade, and using what the market is already telling you to take the most effective targets. So what do you think? How did I do? Did that answer your question? Did that give you a good strategy on how to break that plateau, how to make some more money per trade? How about some additional questions? Any other topics you would love to see me cover here on our daily trader psychology? Drop me a comment below the video. If you're on YouTube right now, drop me a comment below the YouTube video, and make sure you share this video with a friend or two, because it doesn't matter which market or which strategy you're trading. It doesn't matter whether you're a grizzled veteran or you're brand new to day trading. We all battle with what's between our ears, and I would love the opportunity to help as much as possible. And don't forget, we're only getting started today. Stick around later this afternoon for my nightly newsletter before 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and I look forward to seeing you every day in our trade room, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, with all of our advanced members. Come back and join me again soon. Bring some friends with you. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you do next time, and I'll see you next time, guys. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye for now.